We are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison. Oh my goodness, and apparently I'm very gassy. Today we are carrying on with our ongoing campaign, playing Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers of Hyperborea, Jeff Talanian's incredible pulp and weird fantasy RPG. And with me today are the stars of the Reavers of Thule campaign. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what level are you currently? First up, we have Amar.
Hi, I'm Will. I'm playing Amar Kalsasine. He is a 6th level Sikh monk from 18th century.
Very nice. Next up is Dave.
Hey everyone, I'm Dave. I'm playing Gwenrig Jen's daughter. She is a human fighter of a Norse background based on a character from my yet unpublished second novel.
Fantastic. Next up is Arlen.
Hi, I'm Arlen, and I'm playing Xanico, a cleric of the Great Feathered Serpent who guarantees the world, and I am a 6th level cleric. I have to check my notes to make sure. But
in Microcosm, Xanico is
games, so you know,
going through a crisis of faith.
I'm a 6th level cleric, 1st level monkey diplomat.
Yeah, nice. Next up is Robert.
Yeah, I'm Robert Gamble. I'm playing Reagan, a 6th level rune graver. She has a Celt Viking background.
Are you sure it's not Rune Carver?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm actually looking at the book this time. my problem was I was looking at my original sheet and it said level 1 on it, so I almost.
Lots of undead last session. And last but certainly not least is Carl.
Hello, I'm Carl, and I'm playing Iphigenia Contadoris. She is a 6th level warlock necromancer.
Very nice. All right, guys. So last session was a bit of a nail biter. What happened last time, guys?
Monkeys, lots of monkeys.
There were a number of monkeys. So the story.
The DM was a little excited for Godzilla versus Kong.
So we watch Wizard of Oz.
Basically the story has to begin with the session before, where we finally defeated Furcus Shoed. Kane smashed his nanite receptacle or cocoon or whatever it was, and then there was some chaos and the tower started to collapse around us as we left, and then we ended up in the jungle trying to recover with I think Reagan was all the way down and Kane was in a sort of not a fit mental state to do anything, and Amar and Xanico were trying to make sure nothing happened, and of course something did happen, which is to say that a number of great apes came and attacked us in the night. There were a bunch of them, and we fought valiantly against the apes. Nobody remembered that we had said that we were going to be camped out near the tower so we could run into the tower in case something happened. I'm just realizing. Because that plan totally didn't happen.
Yep.
So instead...
Monkeys, we can take them!
Instead, we just got our asses kicked by some monkeys. And then we woke up in a cave. Horribly wounded. Xanico has like 2 face level scarring on his face, and doesn't Amar have a leg injury?
Yeah, I've got a pretty bad leg injury.
And Reagan has like a collapsed lung or something like that. Yep. Some horrific. So we got pretty badly savaged by the monkeys, but we were still alive, which is always a little bit of a surprise when you go down.
I'm not dead yet.
So then we basically kind of hung out there, and we had Amar sort of sneak around in the cave to figure out what was going on, and he found out that there was a crashed Atlantean rocket of some sort, like in the cave, that was sort of cracked in the center and horribly damaged and all that sort of stuff. And it was covered in these monkeys, including a humanoid figure wearing a monkey costume, complete with all sorts of cybernetic accoutrements. yes, the Monkey Meister and his staff, and the Monkey Meister was speaking to the monkeys, who you can see their little Bluetooth headsets that he uses to control them. And the Monkey Meister was delivering a sermon or a speech or whatever he was. He's kind of long-winded, it seems like. And so we basically...
described by one viewer as having a voice like a Hungarian pirate.
That makes me wonder where that
So we basically, Amar came back and said what was going on. So Zaniko prayed to the Great Feathered Serpent for spells so that we would have a couple of hit points because we didn't know if we were going to have to fight or not. And then healed up people, and 2 monkeys came to get us, and Amar savagely beat them down with his magical fists. And then we went out to face our doom, and it turns out that the Monkey Meister was willing to speak to us. And then we sort of talked to him for a little while and convinced him that we were Furka Shude's enemies, which he seems to be an enemy of Furka Shude as well. And so we sort of had established a common ground, and he was really glad that we had damaged the tower horribly and defeated Furka Shude. And so we and Zaniko made a bounteous feast for the monkeys to as a show of goodwill, and we negotiated and broke bread together, and now the Monkey Meister is a good friend of ours, and we're gonna figure out where we're going next.
Reagan also offered.
Reagan also did.
Yes.
That's very true. Reagan did the rune graver version. I'm already mixed up. Did the runic magic version of that too, and created a second bounteous feast. And the monkeys were super excited about that too, and it was great. And we made friends with the Monkey Meister.
All right. Anyone have anything to add? Nada? So
No, nothing specific I can think of.
Gwen and Iffy, then, it feels like, the last couple of days have been a blur to you. So you guys, I'm assuming you guys are a little more, Gwen at least is a little more banged up than what the others are. So you may have taken in the, off-camera part of the session, or last session, you would have gotten a pretty severe beating from the apes. Iffy, you seem to have recovered quite well from that. So, first, we will give you guys a little bit of time to strategize amongst yourselves, and then the Monkey Meister will want to speak to you as well, because he has a task for you, and a commensurate reward. So, what do you guys wish to do? Or what happens next? We'll open with you guys enjoying a little bit of food. You can hear the hooting and the hollering of apes in the far room, but you guys have kind of gotten used to this at this point. The Monkey Meister certainly seems unstable, but he does seem to be an ally of yours at this point.
All right, Gwen, you can add 1 hit point. Because I had an extra healing spell that I was saving in case somebody went down, but I feel like it's, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, or in this case, a D8 of prevention is worth 1 point.
Yeah.
Reagan will get her. She's finally got her ale horn back, and so she goes ahead and fills that up and says her words over it, and then casts it around or passes it around.
Okay.
So that would be 12 points for everybody.
12?
Yeah, it's 2 times
Right?
the caster.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So everyone gets 12. Oh, nice. So Iffy's back up to full. Great. So one thing that has not happened is when you guys fled the tower, what was left inside was that library. The tower has not collapsed yet, but it's at a weird canter kind of angle right now. So Iffy, if you want to have access to the wealth of arcane lore that was in that first floor library, you may need to get yourself back in there. But what are you guys thinking? You're still in apparently what is the Veil of the Ape, as far as what the Monkey Meister is saying.
So
I know Amar is a little hampered by his injury.
yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's any resources. So once I hit level 7, I'll get Cure Serious and be able to help, but that's a ways off. Aside from that, I don't think we have any type of I don't have any type of potion or magic item or anything that would help. I don't know if anybody else can think of something.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
wondering.
One question, Reagan and Iffy, what were your mutations? The changes that were made by the sleepers?
Like I had one eye that could, I think my eyesight was shared with
Malo.
Malo.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So which benefits him more since the ring underground I can do ultravision or infravision or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think that was the only one, other than being stitched around from what I remember.
Yeah.
Like we have, I guess it just adds to Iphigenia's scars because she has half her face covered with a mask because of torture and burns from her former masters.
And Reagan, what was your mutation?
It was one was a little more subtle. It was basically increasing her dex due to some sort of thing they had done with her, probably interior, like a spine type thing. It almost felt like when you originally described it, it was like almost like maybe there were like some metal or some extra supports put in that increased her dexterity. The other one was a phosphorescent green glow to her skin.
Right. Okay. So, what are you guys thinking here? What's your next step?
So one idea I had was that depending on what sort of stuff is available and what the Monkey Meister is willing to help with, I don't know. Obviously, we haven't asked him about his technology at all. But one of the things I was thinking is that if he could help us make Amar, or if he could do the work, not so much help us as do all the work while we watch, but make like a leg brace for Amar, something like the way his gauntlets work, that might help Amar be able to compensate a bit for his weakened leg. His damaged leg.
You want to turn him into a kick puncher?
Well, I'm just thinking that that would be cool. But I was just thinking, sort of like in the Dark Knight Rises, the like special leg brace thing that Batman wears that might help Amar be able to not suffer as bad a penalty as he is. Because I know I guess Will, I'm worried about Amar since it's such a right. You have like 18 decks and now you're at 12, right?
Yeah, let me go see what it actually is.
Yeah, it's something.
The biggest, well, aside from, let's see, it's just 1/3 dex for armor class, which isn't a big deal because my monk abilities and my cloak can supplement that. I don't really need anything with that. But the half move, I went from 50 to 25 move.
Yeah.
So that's really the big result of that leg injury for me.
Okay. Well, yeah, maybe we can help get you up to at least like 30 or something, so you'll be at medium armor rate. Figure out how to do something. So I think I guess what I was thinking is it might be fun to talk to the Monkey Meister about that.
That's what I was thinking, to see if they had. I don't know if they have an organized religion per se, if they have some sort of cleric type, or if it's more just.
So this is more from interacting with the apes thus far, in the little bit you've seen. This is less like leader with a bunch of intelligent apes, and more like a cybernetic, mad Atlantean version of the cat lady. Right?
Yeah.
Where like instead of having a zillion cats, he has a bunch of cybernetically enhanced apes with him. Smells about the same too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my!
Probably worse.
Yeah.
Probably worse.
Yeah.
It's still
I've had
like
bad experiences.
It's still hot, humid jungle, so we're still breastplating it instead of full armor. Right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Although down here he is cooler, so you, yeah.
I was just going to say, I mean, the main things for me would be I do want to get back to the tower and finish looting that. And then the other thing is I'm interested, I guess, in that spaceship type thing, that steel, whatever, how it got there, how the Monkey Meister found it, you know, what he found, did he go inside, you know, what did he find, that kind of stuff.
Can we use it?
Yeah, if there's some way to use the technology in there.
Yeah.
That would be.
I mean, because honestly, I mean, outside of Xanaco, we still got to get, well, bracket out of Mar too. You know, everybody else has to get home.
Yeah.
I have to get home twice.
Yeah.
But, so yeah.
Yeah.
We never. I don't think I even asked too. Does Amar have a family back on Earth?
No, he was too young really to have a family. You know, his focus was on becoming the warrior monk, you know, becoming a I forget the name of it, but they have a specific group specifically of warriors. And that's where his focus was, and he was out one day, got caught in a snowstorm, entered the cave, and saw light, came out, and boom, he's in Thule.
This is all a figment of Amar's dying imagination.
Yeah.
That's gonna be our twist at the end of this campaign. And then Amar died of exposure.
An occurrence at Monkey Meister Cave.
Yeah. In a corner, there's a carved hieroglyph of the Monkey Meister. All right. So then, what do you guys wish to do? Is there anything you guys want to talk about amongst yourselves, or do you want to go and speak to the Monkey Meister?
I mean, is everybody else relatively caught up? Does that make sense for
Yeah,
Dave
I
and
think
Carl?
I'm caught up. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'd say let's just go talk to the Monkey Meister.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll bring you guys to. Let's see here. So you all know where you have been trapped the last little while. So this cave here, you can imagine that let me get everybody in here. What am I missing? Gwen and Iffy. Let's see. Gwen, Iffy, here we go. All right. There you go. All right. Anna says be careful.
If only she had warned us before the monkeys.
Yeah,
Jason's
napping.
Jason's
Like, remember your plan.
It's funny, in our Call of Cthulhu game, Jason's dogs, when we mention deep ones, they start barking.
Yeah. We got a running joke in our Deadlands game now because Hobbs' character has a phobia of dogs now. So I told him he'll get a Benny every time he role plays jumping when Anna barks.
Yeah, I have a friend today.
Hey, nice. Hello, cat.
Peanut.
Oh,
Name's Peanut?
Peanut. Her name.
Oh, that's a
Peanut.
great name.
She likes heavy metal.
Of course she does.
Yeah, well, cats like discordant noises for some, strangely.
There you go.
So some of the metal that I listen to, she'll, snuggle up on me when I'm just, hanging out listening to it.
Your head banging. She's.
So
Yeah.
Anna is either, I have a tradition of like when I have a good result on a file, I will dance to James Brown's Superbad. And Anna is not really a fan of my dancing. She's either a really big fan of it or she's really not. So I had a recent trial victory that I danced afterwards too, and there was a lot of jumping and punching.
Kev, now that you've said that, I think that should be your intro for all of your. You need to take a video of that and make that your intro.
I'm not sure that our ad revenues are definitely up. I'm not sure we're at the point where we can license one of James Brown's most popular songs. So Definitely, we'll put that on the wish list. And surely, so they would require a sanity check if anyone's seeing me dancing to James Brown. So you guys have been brought before. And once again, he is in court with all of his allies. He seems to be speaking in that kind of like grunting and hooting kind of way that all the apes seem to be communicating, and two of them kind of like scamper to the side of the deck, leap up, and then go down. Now the apes that are with him too are of course not the two-armed variety. They are the four-armed and when two-legged variety of gorillans, I believe they're called. And he turns, and this is the ship here is not an actual, like, it's not an ocean-going vessel. It's the rocket that's been broken in half. So, with you guys coming into him, he turns and asks, I guess, so you have recovered.
The Hungarian pirate is actually pretty accurate.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, we're feeling a lot better after a bit of rest and relaxation.
Good. And what do you wish to do next? Will you be staying with us?
Well, so I can't remember if we told him about like the way that the other Reavers ended up here or not. I don't think we have.
Yeah, I don't think we told him the story about how we came to this land. No, I don't think we did.
Okay.
So I guess what Zanika will say is that while I obviously my people's homeland is in this part of the world, but it is distant and would like to get back there.
The towers.
Yeah, but my companions are all from even further afield. Eventually, they would like to return to their homes too.
Now, we don't need to go through the full thing. I would, maybe just if you guys could tell us what are the like bullet points of what you're letting him know about how you got here.
I would think the number one thing, tell him, that we in the land we were from, we captured a ancient keep. In that keep, we found a doorway that took us to some other place. And while we were exploring that other place, once we found a way out of there, it led to here, to this area, to this yet another realm.
How?
And go ahead.
How did you travel?
Let's see. Let me think how
a vessel, a platform.
We pulled
a door.
Imagine living in a room your whole life, and there is a window, but there's a veil that is always in front of it, and you never see what's behind the veil. And then one day, the veil is pulled back, and you see everything else that exists. It was something like that. We came through a veil. We came through a doorway that was completely different than what we had known before.
Yes, you have not the genius of the Meister. A door. Have you anything of this door?
No.
He seems
the
not
way.
pleased.
The way was simply a portal. It was moving from one place to another, traveling without moving.
Yes. A gate.
Yes.
Almost across the stars. One might
Perhaps.
call it a gate of stars. What? So what else what other kind of...
Do we mention the elder things, the creatures?
Are you talking about the things that we found in that in-between place between two layers?
The sleepers.
I mean,
Things
I don't.
okay.
I guess we could. Yeah, we could explain that when we traveled into that place, we discovered these other beings that were completely alien to any mammal form. And I think pretty much the Monkey Meister would understand that we have 2 legs, we have 2 arms, we have 2 eyes. These things had 3 appendages or whatever it was, and their body was certainly not symmetrical.
Yes, I know of which you speak.
Oh,
These. They are the tyrants across time.
ooh, I like that.
We are familiar with them. And he looks over at Reagan, who's got just a soft luminescence to her right now. And he gestures at you. Is this why you look so different to them?
Yes, I did not look like this before they did their experiments.
Yes. He kind of walks over and with that big metallic hand, kind of, and you can hear it creaking every time it moves too. It kind of goes over and then just, without touching it, bless you, carefully moves down, kind of like almost studying your skin, whatever exposed skin is there. Fascinating.
I don't actually like it, but
no. Well, and it is. I mean, it has the sound. Like 80s or 90s robot sounds, like the.
Yeah.
But every time he moves.
No. She's just responding to him saying fascinating. She says, "I don't actually like it." Like not like talking about.
Oh?
She's talking about her skin. Yeah.
Wish you this removed then.
Yes, but it is not a great inconvenience. So.
And this one. Were any of you touched by these things? The tyrants across time? No?
There was.
I thought all of us were somewhat.
Yeah.
Well,
tonight.
I
Xanathar?
think Amar
Yeah.
and Gwyn didn't get
that episode.
transformed.
Amar
Iphigenia
did
has.
not.
No, and I
I
think
guess if you want to share Iphigenia, your mask might make it hard to tell that you're different, so you can keep a secret.
Yeah, I guess that's her nature, right?
Mhm.
Unless Malo says something, she's not going to.
Okay. So, then, you wish to travel back to your home, then?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the ultimate
that'd be the
goal,
goal.
I think.
Then, to do so, you need to find the gate. And we need not the same as before, but you need a guide. This is possible with the genius of the Monkey Meister. But supplies will be needed.
Yeah. What?
I, in my great generosity, may be able to assist this, though you, for your part, must bring me the necessary tools.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We still need to finish our business in the tower, and then we would be available for locating whatever tool.
What business have you there? Schuld is dead, you say.
He is dead, but we need to make sure that any safeguards, any possible nefarious devices that he created are neutralized and will no longer trouble this area.
The giants return. The tower is not long for this world.
Indeed.
Then, if you wish to seek out what remains in the tower, be warned. You have not much time. He returns.
Who is he?
And he points back at a screen, and there's a flicker. And there's like a grainy image of that enormous reptile that you guys had spotted standing, hundreds of feet above the canopy of the surrounding jungle. He returns.
And what will you do when he returns?
Welcome him back. He is the guardian of the veil.
Really?
Should drove him from here. Shud's tower prevented him from returning.
Well, if we defeated Shud, aren't we? Doesn't that make us allies with this guardian?
You are welcome to try. He is as the oncoming storm, a force of nature. But you can try talking. A flea may speak to an ape.
Yeah, I agree with Amar. We would be happy to help you for your help in getting us home. Would you have anything in our battle with your very worthy apes? When they took us, we suffered some injuries. It would be
Because my apes are mighty.
yes, because your apes are mighty. We did suffer some injuries. We would be more able to help if you knew of a way to heal the injuries we've incurred. My friend here, and she points to Amar, his leg was badly injured. I feel like something is wrong inside of me. My endurance is not what it used to be. And Arlen, what was wrong with Sanico?
I've got the whole Two-Face thing going on right now.
Okay, yeah. And so she kind of gestures at Arlen, and he did not look like that before.
No. He looks... I would think warriors such as yourself would welcome such scars of their prowess. But if you wish to hide such things, there is a way.
What way is that?
To the north, there is a river. Across the river is a lake with many islands. Within that lake is a secret. In that sunken tower, there are many riches of my people. Among those is a device that can rework living flesh. I require such a thing. If you bring this thing to the Monkey Meister, I can restore all that has befallen you. Your pretty face restored Your broken lungs fixed. Your lame leg restored. Your strange-looking face, Gwen. Oh, you weren't injured. Sorry.
No, but she does have major scarring on her.
Oh,
throat.
she does. Yeah, yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
This restored. For this would be recompense for the Meister. Within the sunken tower as well, you will find many riches, in which the devices we will need. If you were taken by the tyrants, though, you will need to find the gate that brought you to their lair. We need the key. With that, we may find a way. And you may find a way to traverse this land as my people once did. But if you wish to plunder Shude's riches, you best not tarry. He returns, and when he does, he will pull that tower from the ground like a sapling, roots pulled out and destroyed. He looks very excited to see that. For the little way
He's already imagining the
talking about
CG.
Yeah, exactly. This will be wonderful. Let me show you my mock-up. So then,
I guess he has that screen. He could show us like what it would look like.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
At this point, it's just crude polygons that move forward. Anyway.
Then shall we, and she looks at the others, shall we go back to Shude's tower, finish our business?
What did we have to get in Shude's tower?
I
Well,
think we were just hoping that you could get spells and stuff. Since
Yeah,
there
there's
there's a whole fucking library that we didn't.
I think there's a bunch of things you guys haven't identified yet, too, right?
that's what I was going to get at. There's
Yeah,
just
there's
a
some
whole
stuff.
mess of stuff that we need to classify and categorize.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could, I guess, go check out the library. I mean, that's the extent of it for Malo
Yeah.
and I.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, if you guys want to do that, do you wish to go at night or during the day?
That's a loaded question.
Day is safer.
Okay. Well, then
Okay.
let's maybe. How far are we from the tower in here?
Not far.
Okay. Okay.
The it's about, it's about two-thirds of your day will be spent traveling.
Okay.
He's sort of near the edge of the. If I can bring, actually, I can bring over to the map if you like. You guys are sort of. Oh, where is it here?
The big map.
Yeah. So you guys are about here right now, and Shude's tower is about here.
Okay.
And the Guardian of the Veil seems to be coming around here.
All right. Well, then, seems like there's. If the Guardian is coming, seems like there's not a lot of time to waste.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they've only got like 99 hit dice. You guys are fine.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Only.
We'll just
There would be a real threat ahead.
hide it around.
It's kind of a humanoid. I think I could drop that thing.
As long as it's not till next session and I've caught up on my experience that I haven't been getting.
All right.
Yeah. So I think. let's head out as soon as we can.
2 of his apes will be accompanying you.
Okay.
Into the tower?
Just to the tower.
Mm-hmm.
To keep you safe. You could hardly handle the apes. He'd hate to have his allies die so quickly.
Well, that's nice of him.
The Monkey Meister is nothing if not protective of his investments. So, then, with you guys returning, let's see if anything happens on the way back.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Okay. You guys are replacing your, what do you call it, cat, or tundra cat allies with ape allies.
Okay.
Let's see here.
If we can ever get them together, the apes can ride the tundra cats.
Okay. Would someone give me a percentile roll, please?
Sure.
There you go.
Carl.
Okay. There we go. 47, eh?
Well, Carl got his in first, so 50, but...
Oh, 50, okay.
However,
Yeah.
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 Oh, wonderful. Would... actually, I'll take the second one. I need a second percentile roll, so I'll just use that. Excellent. It's like you guys knew ahead of time. Pros. For those listening at home, this is why it's worth playing with pros. I need one more percentile roll, please. Yes. That's a stuff. All right, guys. So, let's take a look at ye old Yongal. Yongal! I will miss the Monkey Meister when he's gone. Okay.
He'll be forever in our hearts.
Yes.
And on YouTube.
And our nightmares.
All right. Let's see. Where? Which map? This one's been pretty good. All right, let's give me 2 seconds here, guys. There's all the apes that beat the shit out of you. Damn apes!
Just for the record, there were only 3 of us.
And Kane had just about killed us beforehand. So.
Yeah.
It was a understandable unfair fight. Plus, you guys, as all good players do, completely threw your strategy out the window as soon as the fight started. Okay, let's see here. Young gal. Here we go. Once again, these Gabriel Picard maps are fantastic.
Oh, I just realized we should, before we leave, mention Nargoon Haruvex is the name I wrote down, the worm man, to the Monkey Meister, since we let him free and then he disappeared, and so we don't know what nasty stuff he might be doing.
Yeah.
As usual, we're just leaving a wake of chaos behind us.
Yeah. Again, as all good players do. Oh, by the way, we released the Worm Lich. Sorry about that.
Exactly.
And there may also be a demon on the loose by the name of Cavaventian.
Yeah, we should go check on Cavaventian while we're in the town.
I don't see any need to actually go looking on him.
I'll just not out of mind.
These are not loose ends, these are sequel threads.
Absolutely. Why write plot threads when your players will do it for you? It's great. All right. It's hilarious. I just spent about 2 minutes here getting a brand new jungle map set up for you guys, and I just realized it looked pretty much just like the other one. I could have used the other one, and you guys would not have noticed. Oh my goodness! All right, now.
But now we know.
Now you know.
No.
Yep. I'll never hide behind faux competence. All right. Let's see here. Come on. There we go. Okay. The Advanced Player's Guide has tokens that come with it that are of an ape, and I guess the artist, I don't know if they intended this, or I think the artist never intended for the picture to be used just as a headshot, because it's a picture of a cross-eyed gorilla.
Okay.
Weird.
Yes, weird. Okay. And of course, that's what we're using as what's accompanying you. The derp apes.
I've just replaced the lyrics to Jethro Tull's Cross-Eyed Mary with Cross-Eyed Monkey. So, hope you're happy for that one.
Would. You
Cross-eyed
kindly...
monkey.
It's okay. My buddy Chad, I can't remember what he posted on Twitter the other day, but for some reason it sounded like the intro song, like the intro lyrics to like a Warren Zevon song. So I've been going around singing Werewolves of London all week. Okay, so would someone give me a D6 roll, please? No one wants to take the blame.
Not yet. I already did my roll.
I'll do my percentile rolls. Those seem less harmful.
Oh no! Shouldn't have picked Dave.
Oh no, lower is better.
All right.
Not this game.
Yeah, but Kev doesn't always use the same books.
Nope. Keep it on your feet.
In 2E, lower is better for initiative, although it's not good for surprise. But in this one, it's always roll high on the D6. So
Yeah, but like I said, he might not be using that same book.
That's right. He's got.
All right. Now hold on.
Come on, we're adventurers.
Well, I haven't rolled for what is out here anyway. So let me. Mayhaps they are surprised as well. Oh God, that. Oh, okay. So then, guys, you guys are making your way along here through the jungle on your way back to the tower. And let's see here. Would you give me a... Actually, I can do this. Hold on. What am I doing? Forcing all the heavy lifting off to the players. Come on, Madison. Jeez. Get it together. All right. And the direction. Okay. And the number. Very good. Very good. All right. Heck yes. That'll do. All right. Let me just get these to the proper layer here, and I'll bring you over to your map. All right, so guys, this is you making your way through the jungle. There we go.
I think I'm taking over Kev.
Yeah, what's going to happen is I'll forget, and I'll do this in like court, or I'll do this in Discovery. What was the state of your health prior to the collision? All right, then, guys, this is where you are, and you are making your way towards the left, right sides of the screen.
Okay.
And or no, you know, maybe you've passed already. You're because I mean you were heading west to get out of here. And let me get. Hold on, I'm gonna switch up this music. We'll get something a little creepier. Here, this is the crater. How about this? Ooh. Okay. So, as you guys are making your way along through this thing, and it's from the relative comfort of that damp. It did not smell good, but temperature-wise, it was much more comfortable in that cave than it was in out here. Once again, and you're somewhat grateful to have the apes leading you somewhat along here because it's impenetrable jungle out here. You know, There's no sign of a trail anywhere. It's just, Gwen and Amar, you have the benefit of having spent 6 months out here before you were able to rescue your allies. So and Zaniko, of course, this is your homeland. But what you're hearing is the sound of insects, the sounds of birds, and the sounds of the other teeming life that's around here. One thing that sort of breaks that is, as you're walking along, you hear the low and hungry growl from behind you. And this provides just enough warning for you guys to be aware that something may be coming in. So, why don't we all decide what we're going to... write down what you're going to do with your first round here, guys, because things are about to get violent. I do not need. And as a refresher for Dave and Carl, we're running on both phases of what you're doing.
Oh, both phases. I thought you said just one. Okay.
What's that?
Yeah, you got to plan out your whole turn, basically.
Yeah.
Do we know something's... We just hear a growl, we know something's coming, though.
Something coming from behind. It's large. The low... It reminds you of your Tundra Cats, but like... several measures larger or scales larger than that.
We know the direction it's coming, or
yes, from behind you. Behind.
So like this direction?
No, you're heading to the west. I misspoke before. Yeah, you guys are.
Okay, got it.
You're heading over here. The sound came from up here.
Ah.
All right.
We've talked about the oversized mosquitoes here, right? Okay. Then. Okay, we got everyone in then. So let's hear. Carl, it's been a while since you... Carl and Dave have been here not for a while, so we'll start with Carl and then we'll make our way left. Carl, would you kindly give us a D6 roll and beat my 3?
6.
Yeah! All right. So you guys will be up first. Let me show you what's moving here. An enormous tiger. Yeah, and this thing is about maybe 12 feet long. Whoa. Much bigger than any tiger you've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's going to be coming in towards you guys. So first up we got... so on melee, it's this thing. Or I guess it's going to move first round, so it won't be doing melee. Missile.
Reagan shoots her bow.
Okay.
She only has one arrow left after the last thing. She
no.
Get one of them back. Yep.
Make this one count.
Maybe she should have asked. Yep. Missed. I assume.
No, I think AC4 would probably hit. It's just the damage that's sad.
Yeah.
AC4 hits, yeah. Oh, good lord. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Will she get it back? Yes, actually. It's 1 to 3, right?
Okay.
Half chance. Yep. She still has an arrow when she can find it. We're just warming up.
Okay. Sorry, I just need to get my dice app up here. Because there's that many hit dice, and I mean, my goodness. 1, 2. Let's see. Oh boy. I mean, I'm sure you guys can take this. It's fine. That 1 point of damage, it's going to make all the difference. Don't you worry. You may feel like you're not making headway here, Reagan, but...
Yep.
All right, let's see here. Get this to C. This to
At
C.
least Reagan hit it.
I can see it now. We're gonna do another. Should be a TPK. We're gonna end up in the tiger.
Rawr, I am the Tiger Meister. Rawr.
Yeah. The Tiger Pirate's lair.
Fantastic. All right. Oh, wrong side. All right. So then damage is 1 point. Here we go. Well done. Alrighty, then it is the Tiger King.
Not the tiger.
No.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh,
God.
I think we're about to jump the shark.
Yeah, really. This is where everyone unsubscribes and stops watching. Oh my goodness. All right, Gwen. So your second shot does hit. Oh, that's good stuff. All right. Then I think
And
it's
I've got
Zanika?
a couple shots.
Yep. Go ahead,
Yep.
Zanico.
So just, holding down the trigger and hoping that I hit something.
Oop.
Hey, that's
Oh.
pretty good.
that hits.
That hits as well. That.
Good thing it wasn't in melee.
Oh, so. This is ancient Atlantean tech.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there's some sparks that come out of the side of your Atlantean weapon. You can spend Astonishing Fortune to reroll that if you like, but
Probably a good idea.
yeah. And as a reminder, we're doing group Astonishing Fortune again with this
Yeah.
one. So
Probably best to not lose my most effective weapon.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna say there's nothing wrong with re-rolling it at this point. I don't think.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think that's a hit, but that is not.
it's not a hit, but at least it's not jammed. All right,
Yep.
so some of the foliage is burned and charred away. Does anyone else have missile? Gwen's gone. Zanico's gone.
Not
All
on the
right,
first.
so then it's move. So Iffy and Amar, you guys can both move.
So Mar wants to get in a better position.
The apes are doing threat displays.
So they're throwing poo.
Beating their chests and hitting the ground and shouting out to this thing.
Yeah, I guess Iphigenia is doing the same thing, banging on her shield. And
Love it. Queen of the apes. All right.
Just throw your poop. Wait, what?
Tell you what, half move sucks.
All right.
yeah,
So then it's charging in.
Oh wow.
All right. Then it is second phase. We have missile first. And Mar, you're up on missile. If he's setting the spear to receive a charge.
Yep.
Good
So
stuff.
now-
I guess that's like melee, right? So-
Yep. Okay. And then go ahead, Amar.
Save. I forget what the save is. I think it's avoidance.
Oh, you're doing your ray gun?
Yes, that's my missile weapon of doom.
Yep. Okay. All right. So then save. Let's see here.
Yeah, avoidance.
I'll roll and then I'll see whether I need to look it up or not.
That's fine.
Yeah, I might need to. Okay, where's my save? Okay. Saving throws. Here we go. I did save. So I take half damage, I guess?
Half damage, so 10 points.
Yep. Okay. 10 points of damage. All right. Then on its turn, 2, 3, 4, 4. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Randomly rolled in here. Amar is the one who just heard him last. On a 1 or a 2, it's going to Iffy. On a 3 to 6, going to Amar. It just seems more likely. Okay. Charging in on you, Amar. Oh, boy. All right, so first, what is your AC currently?
AC is 2.
A 2. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, shit, right. That actually hits then. That misses. And then the bite, nat 20.
Ooh.
Gosh. Let's just roll the d6 in chat here. Sorry. Whew. It is a rocky start. All right, so the damage from the first one claw tags you, Amar. You take 10 points of damage. And then this is
Astonishing Fortune.
you might want that for the bite because it's gonna be trip damage
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
bite.
No, that's
I'm
right.
waiting for
That's
the
what I'm saying.
critical.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Okay. And then the bite will be 21 points of damage.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd still be alive.
Yeah.
But it's more efficient if you spend it on the big one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely it's more efficient to spend on a big one. You think I ought to do that?
I think
I think so.
I think you should do
All
that.
right, I'll go ahead and do that.
So what is it we see as, and its head is easily the size of like your entire chest.
Right.
It tries to bite in on you. What do we see that spares your life?
So, of course, now Amar's got this kind of bum leg. So, normally, he's weaving and bobbing. Well, he kind of tries that, and with this leg, it actually kind of fails him, but that failure actually saves him. He kind of stumbles in with that leg, and the mouth just past his face. Chomp.
Yeah, so you stumble on a root, stagger back, and this thing gets in. And that's when you see out of the corner of your eye, Amar.
Oh, no.
So what the audience has seen is that this apparently was the bird dog for its companion. And its companion had been inching forward, and with you down now, it jumps in as well.
Oh, him.
Okay. Now, okay, miss with one claw, hit with another claw, and then the bite, a 2. So, you're hit with one more claw. You take 6 points of damage from that. Full DR will apply if you got it. But yeah, so you guys can see there are 2 giant tigers that are currently trying to eat Amar. Then, I believe, guys, that brings us to the end of round 1. Round 2, for how many tigers there are. Everyone put in what you're doing with your round, and then once you see my result, Carl, we're going to get you to roll initiative.
Isn't there a move on the second phase?
There is, yeah.
Okay, I had moved in my second phase.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Okay.
Drops the bow and moves in. Not enough close to get attacked.
All right. Okay. So then, Carl, would you kindly beat my 3?
By
Yes. Nice. All right. So we got Amar's doing melee if he's doing melee.
And you can do them both in the same phase?
Yep.
Yeah. So move, and you can move half your move, right?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, half your move.
Do spears do extra damage on a charge?
I think only to set to receive charge, not if, like
I thought that there was. Don't they do an extra? Like if you rolled 17 or higher, they do a crit. I thought there was a crit effect.
I know that like lances do if you're mounted.
Lances if you're mounted, but
I don't remember if spears do. I will check.
I don't think spears do.
Advanced combat.
Spear charge. Charge attack with a lance, pike, spear, blah, blah, blah. You must cover at least 20 feet, which you did. And yeah, 17 to 20. And that 17 to 20, you double damage automatically.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Nice. Okay, so iffy.
Only for the first attack, right?
Only for the first attack, correct, yeah. Well, if you're charging, though, remember, charge only gives you 1 attack.
That's fine.
Okay. All right, so then whoever wants to make their first melee attack, go right ahead, guys. You guys are before the tigers.
Okay, go ahead, because I got to adjust if I'm...
Okay, never mind. No big deal.
Now I'm going to roll hit points. Yeah! Look at that. Boom. He's not dead. I'm just giving him a health bar here.
Unfortunate. I missed on the charge, unless I get a...
You want Astonishing Fortune that?
Am I doing this? Everything should be in there, right? So level...
Yeah, you just rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2, so that's...
Yeah. Okay, I see that now.
Okay.
Yeah, I could like an Astonishing Fortune that.
Okay, go ahead. And then Gwen, give us a D6 roll. Let's see how much your crit is.
Oh, I like that better.
Oh, very nice. And you're
Alright,
a fighter, right? So that's trip damage, isn't it? On a 5?
Yeah, she's a fighter.
Yeah. Okay, so that's yeah. So you come in, and while this thing is that huge head is trying to get in Amar, you sweep that footman's mace of yours up and down, and it just crunches the back of its skull, caving it in, and the whole thing falls limp to the ground.
Well, then my
She was really enjoying those tigers. I don't know what. I hope you can live with yourself, Dave, upsetting Anna that much. Then Iffy, fuck, not nice. -10. So that's 20 points of damage for your charge.
Yeah, but
So-
it's already dead.
Well, you would have known that one would have been dead. You want to charge the other one instead?
Let me see. Could I have made it?
Yeah.
It said 20 feet. Yeah, I could have made it.
Heck yeah, do
So
it.
I leap over the dying body of the first one and come down with an Amazonian cry to
Nice.
stab that other one.
Your Amazonian cry is only going to sound like fucking Xena in my mind, but
I don't know. If you watch the Zack Snyder version, there's 30 minutes of Amazonian war cry.
yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
Although George was a showrunner on those shows, so it's more of a nod to George.
Oh,
Not
really?
a showrunner. He was a
showrunner?
writer. He was a writer on Xena. So
Oh, and Xena, yeah, great.
yeah.
I'll do a Xena. Ay.
Stab.
As an homage to George.
Nice. George is also the author of the Xena and Hercules, or the Hercules
he
Legendary
is.
Journeys RPG too. So then, who is? We got one more melee. Amar, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's me. So that's not going to work. And that's not going to work. The hell? I hate
We're back to form. So,
holy shit, man.
do you want to spend any astonishing fortune?
I don't know. We're already down to 2.
Yeah, I think we could wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now that the other fighter types are up here, I think I'll be okay.
All right. So then it is then the tiger's turn. So first, I do need to make a morale save for him, or check. Let's see here. I changed pages. What is their morale? There we go. Pretty good. Yep. Okay, keeps on fighting. All right, we got 2 claws on you. If you hurt it more. I'm going to do a claw on each of you guys. So one on Amar. That misses. On Iffy. Nope. Unless your AC is a 3.
No, it's 2.
Now, remember, you're only wearing a breastplate in this condition.
I don't know what that lowers.
Yeah, it would be equivalent to chainmail. So it'd be starting AC is 5.
Okay, so I guess it's a hit.
It is okay. Then you,
Yeah, because I charged. I don't think if I charge and I spear 2-hand, I don't have my shield up.
okay. So then you take 7 points of damage to full DR applies, and then the bite. We'll do evens. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. Evens, Iffy, odds, Amar. Iffy. All right, so that big head snarls to the side, tries to snap at your hands, hits. You take, and full DR will apply against this as well. 14 points of damage, full DR applies. All right, then it is missile. Anyone got missile? Does not look like. Magic. Reagan, what do you got?
Well, she was going to enlarge somebody, but then that tiger got taken down awfully easy. You know what? She's still gonna cast it. She's gonna cast enlarge on Iphigenia,
Okay.
since she seems to be the hot hand at the moment.
No choke. Giant Amazon. And when that happens, the cat or the tiger kind of, kind of recoils back at just how big Iffy has become.
Well, actually, Gwen was the hot hand, but Iphigenia was the most flashy, so that's what.
Okay. Then it is, speaking of... Oh, Zaniko, you gotta move.
Yeah, so I'm just going to do my half move to move up behind this ape.
Okay.
And then do magic next time.
Alrighty. Second phase. It looks like the most interesting thing happening is a magic phase first for Zanico.
Yeah, so Zanico, Atlantean PDW in one hand, holy symbol of the Great Feathered Serpent in the other, starts dancing around and chanting a sort of ferocious war dance that is a prayer that will give everybody some bonuses.
Nice. Love it. Although we did see last night that the last person who tried to chant around and give bonuses had both arms charred off. So,
yeah, but yeah. Zanico has a little more prudence than Religo does. I think it's
also got an ape.
All right. Then we got anyone. So we got holding for Amar. We've got move. Reagan can't move because he should cast magic.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's it for the round, guys.
That's it because I charged. So
yeah. All right, we're on to round 3, guys. And Carl's still kicking my ass with initiative, so everyone please put in what you're doing with your round.
How much move can you do as part of your melee? Is it a
half?
Or a half?
It's all your movement's always prorated between the 2 phases.
I have a question, Kevin.
Yep.
How much action does it take to get my shield up?
Where would you shoot? Is it stored?
It'd probably be. I mean, it probably wouldn't. It would still be on my arm, I guess, but because I two-handed.
Yeah, that's fine. No action whatsoever. If you guys know how dangerous this jungle has been thus far, it would make total sense for you, and absolutely in keeping with Iffy's character, to be traveling with spear and shield ready to go, hoplite style.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm totally fine with you. Just you don't need to spend an action getting that ready.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have it last round because I charged, and it's two-handed process.
Okay. All right, then, guys. I think everyone's in there. Then, Carl, would you kindly beat my 2?
Okay. 3.
Nice.
I won again.
Good stuff. All right, so melee, we got Iffy and Amar and Gwen. Who'd like to go first?
Y'all go ahead.
Go ahead.
Amar's kicking back. I'm good.
Yeah. Go on with your bad stuff.
There you.
There.
Holy shit, Gwen.
Gwen
Jeepers. What a triumphant return. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Kane's not here, so she's got to step it up.
Yeah. Bam, bam. 2 massive sweeps of this. Oh, yeah, this is Arter's flail. I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, gone but not forgotten. All right.
Well,
so when I do the illustrations of all the characters, I'll have ghostly versions of Arter and Yason in the background.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We get 2 attacks now with our preferred weapon each. Right?
Yep. And Iffy. So between the 2 of you guys, you batter this thing once to one side, once to the other, and then this oversized spear of Iffy's just pins this thing to the ground, and it stops moving. And you wrench it out.
I think I hit the button too many times. I'm only 3 per 2, so. Oopsie.
Oh, 13, but 9. Yeah, that's still more than enough to have taken it down between the 2 of you. So you hit it once, and then.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So with that, the Tigers are down. Let me quickly mark XP you're going to get from that. What am I looking for? There we go. All right. So with them down, the apes then kind of come forward and start beating on their fallen corpses as if they did anything.
Yeah.
And is there anything you guys wish to do before you carry on?
Um,
How long does the enlarge last?
Sorry, it's not that long. It's let me check.
I don't think long enough. Less than a turn, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Choo.
One turn. Yeah.
Okay. So then, guys, what we'll do is, unless you tell me otherwise, we can cut to you guys then walking out of the surrounding foliage into the clearing around the smoking tower. And we will take our mid-session break a couple minutes early here, and then come back and see what riches await you in the smoking tower. So, and we'll check in with chat as well, too. So back momentarily, folks.
Okay.
Nice, Gwen.
What's your shirt, Will? I can't read
I don't know if you can read that. Person? Yeah, they were kind of a doom occult rock band.
Mm-hmm.
You know have you ever heard Jess and the Ancient Ones?
I have not.
Okay. It's kind of psychedelic, doomish, female lead singer. They broke up. I can't remember when they broke up. It hasn't been too long. But I saw them open for Ghost in Nashville right before Ghost broke big.
Mm.
So
Cool.
Sorry, what was the name of the group?
Person, P-U-R-S-O-N, which I think is the name of a demon from whoever wrote that big Latin text on demons. I forget.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pretty sure that's correct.
Cool. Well, you always got great, heavy metal and ash and stuff like that.
Yep.
T-shirts.
Yeah, I looked this morning and I was like, there was I think it was the Mystery at Port Greeley t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I've kind of worn that. And the next shirt in my closet was the Person one. I was like, yeah, I'll throw that on. That'll be cool. So
Nice.
yeah, it's definitely t-shirt weather in Tennessee. I think last week we had our first 80-degree temperature in 5 months, I think they said.
Wow.
Mm. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's getting that way here, certainly.
oh, I'm sure.
Sorry about that, guys. Somebody did not want to come back indoors.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Kevin.
Eventually, Anna made me come inside, so.
I know, right?
Yeah.
All right, what do we got here? What's this? What is this? Yeah, that sounds good. All right, let's check on the chat here. Good morning, everybody. Hope the weekend is off to a great state. Utsias, good morning. Fred, what's going on? Good morning to you as well, too. Greetings. A little bit about ancient Greek authors. Oh, yes, yeah. Yeah, it's cool. G-Man, what's going on? Best of sessions. Thank you very much. We will endeavor to do so. David, good morning. It looks like everyone's amusing themselves. Daiku, hello, good morning. Everyone is amusing themselves, talking about the inspiration of, what do you call it? Hyperborea. It's pretty cool. All right, so, waiting for Dave, waiting for Carl. But we can move you guys back to the base of the tower. Let's see here. The apes will be keeping watch at the edge. They will not be accompanying you inside.
Mm-hmm.
They seem less than thrilled to go inside.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Let's see here. Good job in taking the tigers down, too, guys. Well done. Well done.
No Tiger King, though?
No Tiger King. I don't have to kill. Yeah, really. That's what. Just gonna be a series of throwing unfair encounters at you guys, and then just inventing increasingly outlandish NPCs to justify you living.
I thought you meant strange voices. That was going to be the reason.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what. I got to take a look at the picture that Arlen has selected for my character today. Oh, for those listening at home, or maybe joining us live too, you can join us on the Live from Pelham's Wasteland YouTube channel today for 3 different sessions in support of the Heroes Save Villages campaign that will be run by our good buddy here, Arlen. And I think some of us are playing in. Dave's playing in all of them. I'm playing in 2 of them. And then we've got a bunch of other familiar faces from the channel who will be playing over there. So,
I don't want to spoil anything, but my character has a French background, and I might have to pull out my French Canadian voice.
yeah.
Well,
yeah,
you don't. So
Poutine.
it's a more of a Norman background. So if you want to do a French accent, but it's like 13th or 14th century England where there's still some.
I guess French Canadian is what he's more going for. Tabernacle.
I figure.
Zut alors.
It's like Monty. It's gonna be like Monty Python French
Yeah.
accent.
Every French Canadian curse is something related to the church as well too.
My 13th generation Norman accent is a little rusty. I'll have to figure that one out.
Yeah. Who am I? And my character, I'm playing the elder
Similar
brother,
character. Right? Yeah, you're playing Darren Green's elder brother, who is also a sort of member of the nobility. His character is technically a knight class, and your character is similar in that you're a warrior who wears heavy armor, but you're more about rallying the company and drawing your sword and letting everybody know that shit's going to go down. Instead of his character is more about like actually whacking things.
Can you give me a 1-sentence description of what my personality is, or the character's personality?
Your personality is one sentence. No, I'm going to do 1 sentence.
Yep.
Older brother burdened by responsibility.
Okay. Love it.
That's sort of your thing, is that you're in charge of making sure everybody comes home safe. And
Okay.
yeah.
Got it. Am I the heir?
You are, you're the firstborn son. He's the secondborn son. But your dad is relatively young.
Reluctant or otherwise?
You can choose. Darren's character is very much I'd rather be fighting in tournaments than taking responsibility, but your character is sort of more in between.
Okay. Robert, are you back? We can't see your camera.
Yeah, Robert.
I am back.
Okay.
Refresh. Maybe I should refresh.
I've tried reconnecting and you're not showing back up. I don't know if you turned your camera off or not, but
No, it's showing me on all my screens, and I don't think.
now you're back. Yeah, you're back.
Okay.
Okay.
I had to refresh.
All right. So then, guys, with yourselves back at the tower, what is the plan here for investigating? You think you can hear the screeches of some titanic lizard off in the distance, but you cannot see anything yet.
Yeah. So we need to. How far tilted is it? Like, will we be able to use the stairs, or do we need to like start setting up ropes to actually climb up the stairway?
You should. I mean, how structurally sound this thing is inside is another question.
Yeah. Okay.
In fact, Will?
Yes. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh no, it's a book.
There's a shelf.
The orange spine.
There's a shelf.
Yeah.
There's a book.
There's
Oh
a
hell.
book for Kevin.
Oh, I'm excited for the Spelunkers guide that just was kickstarted.
There's a lot of good stuff coming right now. That Dwaro Deep, I think is the name of the new Gillespie dungeon. As well, too, I backed the shit out of that.
I gotta look for that.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a dwarf-themed dungeon, apparently.
I gotta look at the Spelunkers thing now to keep it.
I backed Spelunkers as well, too, so that's going to be cool. But, oh my god, and this is a non-sequitur, but the 5th edition books or that new version of 5th edition Iron Kingdoms, holy shit,
yes.
are they good. Like,
Oh yeah, I was looking through the Monsternomicon. I guess they have a preview of the.
they
player's
do.
book, right?
Yeah, they got a preview of the main book, too. Looks fucking great.
I gotta.
It's
I know
really
that.
good. They've actually, you remember?
We played that for a while. We played both.
Yeah, I remember you saying, because
the
we never played Unleashed, but we played the other one. So
Yeah,
do you
we
remember
played
the
3-5 or the 3 whatever.
So they've incorporated the archetype thing into your character generation component too. So like you
Oh,
do,
nice.
yeah, it looks great, like really really good.
Yeah, and they're doing like a sequel to the Witchfire trilogy.
Yeah,
Which I'm
I
excited
played
about.
through.
I mean, reading through their Witchfire again, I'm like, wow, there's a lot of mistakes. It was one of the first third party,
Yeah,
3.0.
but it looks
stuff.
so good though with that Brian
Yeah.
Snowdy art inside. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
We played through.
it's definitely
first...
a bit of a railroad, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we played through the first 2, and it isn't consistent with the world lore that they later introduced. But we played through using Iron Kingdoms the first 2.5 modules for Witchfire.
Yeah.
So it was
I think,
fun.
Like I have all the Unleashed and all that stuff, and I think the people who enjoyed the tabletop play of, the Iron Kingdoms tabletop, they enjoyed the game, but those who weren't familiar with the tabletop didn't quite get it because it's very, very translatable. Like you could literally take stats from the tabletop minis and incorporate it into that version of the game.
Yeah. It was good for. I think it has one of the best and most interesting ways of making characters because of the 2 profession thing.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. It bakes in great backstory for it. And at the time it came out was when you were split. The D&D base was split between 4E and Pathfinder. So it for us, we were kind of like we were done with 4E. And we weren't interested in Pathfinder. It was a really great other game to run instead. But yeah, the new ones, those look real. I'm really, really looking forward to getting it.
Cool.
It was
probably get it.
It was a close contender for the gaming marathon, to be honest. And then I was like, well, I'll probably end up running this on a Sunday anyway when we're finished with our Savage Sundays.
Cool.
So yeah. All right, then, guys. Back to speaking of this. So it will be. You will certainly be able to navigate it, probably, but it looks like there's going to be. It may be a little precarious or a little perilous to do so.
Okay.
It's been a while.
We'll get things ready for climbing, like rope and the like.
Sure. What else? What other preparations do you guys wish to make here?
Gwen walks over to Amar and she's got this giant tiger paw in her hand. And she goes like this towards his face.
A giant.
She's got one of the.
She cut off a tiger claw.
She cut off a tiger paw. She's kind of like, and then she's like holding onto the claw, like, do you want a necklace?
That's right.
Yeah, I guess the teeth too, right? Kind of neat.
Oh yeah, because this thing is huge, twice the size of any tiger you guys have seen.
Yeah.
We could let the apes to dress them, like butcher them down. We don't really need the apes in the tower, do we?
They're not. Yeah, they're not going into the clearing. They get to the edge of the clearing and they're going to stay there.
Oh, well, we can ask them, or I guess Xanico can talk to them, right? He knows their language. Didn't she say you were like a monkey diplomat level 1?
No, that was because I did most of the talking to convince the Monkey Meister not to kill us. I don't think actually tried to communicate with the monkeys themselves, so I suppose we could attempt something. I guess. Well, Xanico can sort of gesture to the tiger and sort of do like a rip motion with his hands.
There's little like flashing on that little metallic thing at the side of their head, and it just apes your gesture.
Yep. Okay. Gwen. Gwen, take over.
She's a hunter. You guys would have known that from her background. But she'll do any, like, if you want tiger claws or something.
Well, I think the problem is that we want to get to the tower quick versus spending time butchering.
And the Monkey Meister, is all about work ethic and keeping his people busy, so they could keep busy while we're exploring the tower. Okay, well then she'll wave the apes over, and then she'll just show them kind of roughly.
So hold on. So this is about 5 hours into your journey. So you're about an hour away from where the tower is. They're not going to stay behind. Like they.
Okay, never mind. I thought it was closer.
No, they don't see. Like you make some effort to try and get them to understand. They, in spite of the flashing at the side of the head from that metallic thing, they're just not complying.
Well, then I'm just going to do. Gwen will do a quick dental thing and grab a couple of big teeth and some claws, and then we're.
Well, and these, I mean, they'll likely, unless something else stumbles across them, they'll be here on your way back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? Although, I mean, it's in jungle heat, so.
She'd rather do it now than before it gets on them.
Okay. All right. So then you guys, so you can take as many tiger teeth. There's going to be 4 canine teeth that you could take. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So then in the tower, how are we? Let's do this. Let's go to the first level here. So the front door is once again open. Let me just move everyone into the appropriate spot here.
So where was the library? I guess
I believe it's on the ground floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't think we ever found his spell book either. He's got a spell book somewhere.
Well, the library was this is going to be the first time we've had an actual arcane caster present in the library, but the library was full of books. Yeah.
Oh, so Malo hasn't even been in here?
No one. I think everyone else has been just because of the timing of when you guys were there or whatnot. Both either you or George missed the session. So I think I got you guys in the right place. Let me take a look here. Oh, you know what? I know why. All right. So one thing that is different is that the lights that were on the present in here, they have now gone out.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So let me bring you guys over here.
There we are.
There we go. Okay.
Dave, can you see now? I know you were saying earlier you couldn't see.
Yeah, I can see now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, you make your way into the first area here. Let me find my map. Give me 1 sec.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sorry about that. Got it. So, guys, we're now as you guys make your way in here, this does not seem to be. There's cracks up and down the walls. There is where panels and stuff have fallen out of the side. There's detritus on the floor, and both of the doors do seem to be open right now. What would you guys like to do?
First of all, let's see. Oh, I've got a ring that generates. That's fine.
We got your light up.
Yeah, I've got that ring that's the spell turning ring.
Yep.
10 foot right, 10 foot down. So that'll help as long as we stay together. That'll help.
So what would you like to do, guys?
Do we want to go in that door right there?
Is that the way of the library?
I've slept since then.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah,
That's why I was sitting here. I'm like, where is something to grab?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can light up torches.
Yeah.
Have torches? Okay. And this, what's the radius of light and for torches? Lighting is right near the beginning of combat, I think.
all right. I will check.
I think it's 10 feet, maybe? Volume 3. Here we go. Torches. 30-foot radius.
Nice.
Okay.
Generous.
The DM screen. Yeah, I know. Great.
Thanks,
Compared to
Jeff.
2 weeks.
That's actually pretty good.
All right, so if he's
You can
got
buy
a torch.
ladders. You can buy ladders in this game. So, you know. High tech.
Yep. Okay, so you got your. If he's got a torch, anyone else lighting a torch?
I will do a light cantrip at one end if we want to put Iffy at the front and me at the back.
Yeah,
with the
that's probably
cantrip.
Okay, so
More in the middle to keep us going.
how much radius does or how much light does the light cantrip give off?
I think it's only 15.
Oh yeah, you know, I think I've already got you casting that as well.
Oh, well then.
Yep. Okay.
Okay,
All right.
Reagan and Zanico can swap spots then.
Yeah, I'll move back
Okay.
here. Like that.
Okay.
So.
Which way was the library?
So your characters would remember this. It's only been a matter of days. It's been a series of months for us. To the north, there, it leads you to the stairwell going up, and it is into the corridor. Okay, now hold on. Gwen and Iffy.
Oh, right.
Let's see here.
Uh-oh. It's like, what? You mean we killed him and his tower crashed and the traps were still working? Damn.
Yeah, you might have put glyphs on a bunch of doors that haven't been triggered yet.
Kindly give us, each of you guys, give me a D6 roll, please. Okay. And then Gwen. Okay. You can hear creaking, and you look up, and you can see that part of the ceiling is like bulging out as if it was going to collapse. You can carry on.
Okay. Well, you said the library is like it's at one of these doors off this, or around the corner.
Up and then on your left.
Gwen stops and points at the ceiling for the people behind her.
Yep. And Reagan's back into her mode once that happens of looking at the ceiling of this thing constantly. So hopefully, if there's anything
Over
on the
here?
floor, won't trip over it.
Okay, so Reagan, give us a D6 roll, please.
Yep.
Creaking, but it does not collapse.
Someone's gonna roll that one. or
You guys are trapped in here. Oh shit, the kaiju's coming. Oh, this game's great.
It comes to smack the tower and we're still inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So
He
if
points
you
up at the ceiling for Amar.
what you can see on the doorway on your left there, like if you're facing towards the right there, that's the one. That is into the library.
Okay.
Who would like to go next? So, and you again picture like
Mar, you want to go next and I'll go last?
pitch black in here. If he's walking along, the flames are reflecting, strange. It's actually amplifying the light fairly well off of those strange metallic walls.
Panels, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Reagan must have a light source on her.
Yeah, remember the glow.
You may have your light cantrip active right now.
I don't have a light cantrip. I think I had a.
She glows.
She glows.
Oh
but
yeah,
not
your
that one.
luminescence. That's right.
Actually, that's 20 feet. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Whew.
Your phosphorescent is 20 feet.
I don't know. I don't think that's right.
Okay.
I thought it was
saying that
5.
That's OP. You power gamer, you.
Or next patch, we'll take care of it.
Right.
All right. So then, Amar, would you kindly give us a D6 roll?
It's in there.
It's in there. 4 again. You guys
4.
saving it for Zanico.
I think you could turn mine off. I don't know what that's actually from. I think that was.
Well, I think your skin, right? Your phosphorescent skin.
Yeah, but it's not.
I've reduced it to 5.
Okay, good. Got it.
Okay. All right.
All right.
And like,
You want me to go
Are
last?
you like mimicking
It'll
what's
be
gonna
like,
happen to Xanax?
No, there's a goddamn fly that I'm trying to get. But
Monty Python foot style, Zanico's going to have it collapse on him, and we'll go on to Arlen's 4th character.
Oh no.
all right,
Okay.
1d6.
1d6, please.
There it is.
We still have to do
All right.
Astonishing Fortune. Come on.
You can't Astonishing Fortune that, unfortunately. This is just a whim of fortune. But what happens is now I need a... Okay, hold on. The saves are...
Yeah, but you can, to mitigate the damage, maybe.
Yes,
save,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, to try to make the save.
Or re-roll the save. Yeah.
Well, just make the save if you spend.
Yeah, you can automatically buy a success. Okay. This game has more powerful Astonishing Fortune than any of our AD&D games, and we've had more player fatalities in this game than we've had in the other ones.
Is that because this
It's a
game
dangerous
is called
world.
Astonishing
It's a very dangerous world, yeah.
It's a dangerous world, and
This game also allows for a little less... you guys don't have, like, +4 stuff. What do you do in this game, don't you? Someone's got a +4 Cloak of Protection.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
we got some stuff.
That's like random, That's what I think is cool.
Yeah.
I love it when you're in a random treasure pile, you find the Mace of Disruption.
Yeah.
Well, that was the thing, because, Kevin was like, what's a Cloak of Protection? And I had to roll to find out what the plus was.
Right.
And I got the maximum result on that.
Yeah.
So I think +4 is the max.
Which I think that was always a fun, to me, growing up was a
Totally.
fun. And AD&D is like, all right, now we get to roll random treasure, and then the players roll it. And you're like,
Yeah, it's the risk
some
reward.
of them are just as familiar with the tables as well.
Well, and then sometimes you get your cursed sword, which you save and gift to your favorite NPC.
Apparatus of Qualish.
So it is a device save. What I was looking up, or avoidance save. Give us an avoidance save there, Xanico.
An avoidance save.
Yep.
Now, he can Astonishing Fortune that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he can. Let's see here. Let me roll the damage first.
And
Well, your
Yeah,
level.
let's
What level are you, Xanico?
I am level 6.
6K. 14 points of damage. DR will not apply. Do you want to Astonishing Fortune that?
For 7 instead of 14.
No, you would just negate the damage.
Oh, well then, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. So what do we see as you make your way through and collapses?
So, Xanico is sort of walking along, and he steps on something, and it's got that kind of like, there's a sort of creak and then a crunch underneath his foot, and there's that sort of, it sounds almost like there's a Rube Goldberg machine going on in the walls as the stuff goes around, and it looks around and looks up, and there's that, face of shock, and Xanico just sort of dives forward, and we see some, crunch down behind him. And he sort of dusts himself off and stands up and, says,
So let's
"Uh-oh."
see. One thing to check.
so
I guess we're going out a different way.
I guess so.
Well, we're
I
gonna
remember
see.
there were windows.
We're going to
somewhere.
see how bad the collapse was,
Okay.
because it may not have been a
that's fine.
complete. It may have been part of it. So I'm grabbing another chart, another book.
Another book.
Kev's really trying to get us to go back through that same square.
Yeah, really. And Anna says hi to
It's not
everybody
totally
too.
collapsed. It's not totally collapsed, and
Nice,
it's not.
sweetie.
It wasn't a killable thing.
Hi. Mad dog. Mad dog. Okay. where is it?
Sean?
Here we go. Okay, cave-ins. Would you give us a percentile roll, please, Xanico?
All right. Percentile.
Oh. Okay.
Either really good or really bad.
Yeah. So actually, where the collapse, it doesn't come on top of you guys. It actually, the way to the stairs is blocked now. So the rest of you escaped the injuries from this, but this seems to be caved in, and yeah. Otherwise, it seems stable once again. So
we can't go up. We're blocked. The way up is blocked. Is that what you're saying?
you could dig it out, or you could try and dig it out. It's just that runs the risk of further collapse. But
Further, instability.
yeah. Unless but I mean, you guys are also powerful, badass sorcerers among you, so you may be able to have, there may be some spells you can use. All right, so then, fortunately, the way of accessing the library does seem to be open. Okay.
I'm going to go check it out.
Alrighty. So, Iffy, give us a D6 roll in here, please.
2.
Give us an avoidance save.
Oh no!
All right, so
Yeah,
you're making your way through here, and I'm on the ruler, aren't I? So you're making your way through, and I think what you hit is a point where some of the stacks are sitting pretty precariously. So one of them falls. You would take 17 points of damage. Do you want to?
Yeah, I need Astonishing Fortune that.
Okay.
I'm at
So-
half
All right.
already.
So what do we see as this thing comes down? How does Iffy avoid her
She-
fate?
She sticks the spear there to give her some delay, and then tumbles forward to escape the collapsing of the. Maybe gets hit by a couple books and is bruised, but
Yep. All right. Give us
it's up to you if the spear breaks or not.
No. It definitely will not. Give us a percentile roll, please.
Okay. 5.
So similarly, you see where that room is over here, which one of you guys got trapped in before. That collapses. So like this whole wall kind of buckles in, and then that is no longer
Yeah, so
a way
she probably,
forward.
tumbled forward. That way.
Whatever order may have been given to the scrolls and texts and tomes that make up this room is completely destroyed. So it's gonna be a matter of looking around in here.
Sure.
But even at a glance, what you're able to recover. How much time do you want to spend in here, Iffy?
What was our overall? Like, we didn't want to spend too much time in here, right? But she wants to spend at least an hour looking through all this stuff.
Okay. All right.
I mean, and I'm fine if you guys want to, go explore elsewhere while she's doing this. If Mala were here, I'm sure it would help. But he's probably taking care of a catatonic cane.
Yeah. So
We've done pretty good in not splitting up the party. I'd say we probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
what do you find?
Well, if you guys want to help, and scrolls over here, orange spine books over here, 3rd edition over here.
Okay, so then
Gwen will stand in the doorway and keep taking claws out of paws and still full of blood and stuff.
what are you prioritizing, Iffy?
Looking for like something that's like a spell book, I guess. Arcane tomes
Okay,
would probably be the priority.
so if you're taking a full hour around in here, you are going to find books sufficient to. I'm not going to we can break it out into different books afterwards if it really matters.
Okay.
But what you're going to find is enough information for every first level necromancer spell.
Mm-hmm.
Give us a percentile roll, please.
75.
75. So there will be 10 necromancer spells of second level in the various books, and we'll randomly determine what those are.
Okay.
And then give us a percentile roll.
49.
Nice. There are 5 third level necromancer spells. And then give us a percentile roll.
Jeez. Well, these I can't understand 4th level yet. But hey.
Oh,
29.
yeah, planning for head. And that's it. That's the extent of what you found in this hour. So every first level spell you now have access to
Good.
in one
Well, I
tome
mean,
or another.
I guess it would take time to study.
Yeah. Like, you're going to need to copy them and whatnot. But I don't think you need, there's no, roll to learn spells in this, is there?
I think if I have to look at. I'm
I
sure
think
there
there
is.
is based on
There is,
intelligence.
Yeah, it's based on intelligence.
Oh, yeah, there is. Yeah, forgive me.
Yeah.
So it's like I have a 75% chance.
Okay. So you can go through it, and I'm going to interpret it the same way we do for the other for AD&D, where it's going to be the chance of learning from this source. If you're not able to learn the spell from this source, you can find another source and try and learn it from there. Why don't you do this? Can you roll 10d19?
10d19. Okay.
Yeah. Let's just see what. And I'll put them in chat. Or if I read them off, maybe someone else can type them in chat. I'll tell you what spells are in the book. Nice, okay. So, Zombie Visage.
Is this what? These are the what?
Yeah, it's just to be easier, so let's just do this. It's if you look at the list of Necromancer spells for level 2, this corresponds to the numbers. And looks like we only need to reroll 1. So give us a one more D19.
Okay. Five.
And looks like you did not roll a 5. Great. And then give us 5 D19s. This will be what your third level spells are. So like that. So Zombie Visage, Infernal Tongues. You rolled 1 double there, so give us another D19 roll.
Okay.
Again, it's a 16, it's a double.
Maybe there's multiple copies.
No. I'm happy to have you getting access to the full 5. 18. There you go. So just for the record here, we got Zombie Visage, Infernal Tongues, Spectral Hand, Skeleton Hands, a lot of handsy spells.
Yeah.
Perceive Heartbeat, Scythe of the Reaper, 12, Ray of Enfeeblement,
Ooh.
Cold Resistance, and Cudgel of Bone, and Danse Macabre. And then for your third level spells, you got Tongues, Dispel Magic, Strangle, Explosive Runes, and Vampiric Touch.
Ooh.
So pretty useful in there.
Yeah.
What were the rest of you guys doing during that hour? Are you keeping watch, or are you something else you want to be doing?
Do we need to move rocks anywhere? Is there anything blocking our way specifically that we want to work on?
I mean, so it blocked the stairway, right? That was what the collapse did.
Yep.
So I guess the only thing is there anything that we need upstairs to get to or to look at or anything like that? The only thing I can think of is that if we want to check on Cavavincian's room, we have to go up to the 4th floor and then down, which is kind of a long way. So as much as kind of precarious as this thing is, that might not be a good idea at all. But if we want to, then we need to open up the stairs.
Any of you guys ever tried to drink from like a soda fountain drink and then bend your straw?
I don't know what you're getting at, but
Tower is shifted. The shaft goes down to access.
It's going to be blocked, likely, or
Unless everything underneath also shifted. The way the thing is sitting, it's very likely that it's been damaged.
Yep. So I guess we are not checking on Cavavincian, which is probably best for our characters anyway, even though, once again, we leave another plot thread hanging of something nasty that could come back to bite us.
All right. So let's also Malo's not here, but Malo will benefit from raiding the library. So why don't we? Who would like to roll percentiles for what books Malo is going to be able to retrieve?
I don't think I should do it. My rolls suck.
I can do it. Why not?
All right. So Robert, if you could give me a percentile roll, please.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then so that is 16 second level spells that he's able to find. And then one more percentile roll, please.
Sure. Write this down.
Come on, man.
And then one more roll, please. And one more.
Apparently, I like it by doing this.
Okay. Because the library would more likely have a lot of magician spells as opposed to necromancer or other specialized ones. So, unfortunately, all he's able to recover in that time is every first level spell and 16 second level spells. Not able to come across any third, fourth, or fifth level spells.
Okay.
It's like pyromancer, right? He's a pyromancer.
We always think it's the case, but he's actually a generalist.
Oh,
Is it
okay.
really?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so unfortunately, 16 second level spells and all first level spells he has access to now. So then, guys, an hour has passed. It seems as if our erstwhile warlocks have picked up a fair amount of reading material. What do you guys wish to do?
What do you think, Xanico? Do we want to try and go higher up?
I don't think it's worth trying to go further. I mean, I guess I think the danger obviously is the further that we go in and the more we disturb stuff, the more likely we are to end up with a collapse that's behind us, in which case we end up stuck in the tower.
Stuck in here.
And while this isn't great, this is what we came for, is to get the arcane books, and so we can, put them in our book bags or whatever and get the hell out of here pretty soon, because Kaiju's coming, and also who knows what else, right? We didn't even go into every room on some of the upper levels, so there could still be stuff that's wandering around in here that we just haven't encountered yet.
There is that. I mean, like I said, Amar's big thing was really just to make sure we cleared everything out, gotten everything we could get. But
I think
I'm not going to push us doing the rest of it. I mean, I'm just not going to. So if that's what you think, I'm okay with that.
No, I think what we do
we
is
have another tower to explore. The Monkey Meister has.
Yeah,
there's going to be more Atlantean ruins. It sounds like some of them obviously have been scavenged from by people already, and this we got in some ways lucky that this was sort of an intact ruin. But
so one thing that Iphigenia, you don't speak Atlantean, right?
No.
Okay, so but you have heard the Atlantean that Malo has translated before, because it's a similar sounding to Amazonian. The Monkey Meister definitely speaks with a very different accent than what Atlantean accents would be.
Yeah.
To our ears, it's Hungarian pirate, but in the fiction, it would sound definitely distinct from that.
Yeah, she speaks Hellenic, Amazonian dialect, and Thracian, Ixian dialect. So.
Okay.
Could we at all tell, like, from his underneath, I guess, from like his build or something like that, if he might be like ethnically not Atlantean?
Definitely looks different from the and I mean, who knows what you guys don't know what his backstory is. The Atlanteans look closer to kind of a in my mind, look more like the 30s Flash Gordon strip kind of stuff. Or even if easier frame of reference is the 50s Superman depiction of Krypton. That's very much stolen from the Alex Raymond things. Same type of thing, like weird big symbols on the chest, headbands for no reason. That is very much what the Atlanteans look like. He most definitely has his own look.
Yep. I guess that's the
So
question. Is there anything
So
else?
the
we
vote
want
is to not
in the
further
library?
explore the tower.
Yeah, I think I think that's where we are at this point.
Okay.
I think we're not exploring more of the tower, but that's a good point. Is there anything else that we might be able to get from the library that we should try to get right now?
I mean, I know we found books, but I mean, things like scrolls as magic items.
So
anything
this,
like that.
this place, because you guys did do a fairly thorough search of this before. This seems to be exclusively it's a library full of spell books.
But just spell books. It doesn't
Just-
have history books or anything like
Correct. There was other information you found elsewhere in the tower.
Yeah.
The laboratories and things like that. The study.
that. Yep. Okay. Well then, yeah, I agree with Gwynnerig.
Okay. So you guys make your way out. You don't need to roll again, for you've already caused enough of a collapse in the initial tower or the hallway there. You guys will be going outside now. It is with that hour spent exploring, the time traveling. It will be getting close to evening. The apes seem pretty agitated on the edge of the clearing. That kind of birds flying overhead before an earthquake kind of thing. That's sort of and in fact, I think probably what you see is coming from the west. Flocks of birds overhead as you guys are exiting. And you think you can hear a low rumbling on the ground as well.
Yeah.
Here comes Daddy.
What if could we climb a tree to get a better advantage?
Hell with
I
that.
don't think we need a vantage point to know what's coming.
Yeah, let's
Are we-
get the
are we-
heck out of
I
Dodge.
think we need to hoof it, get the hell out of Dodge.
Well, yeah, not to know.
It'd be
what's
fun to
coming.
look back and see how this creature destroys the tower, though, right?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
thinking
that
more
would
about
be
the
cool.
distance.
I'm sure in the film version we could have, a great big wide landscape shot that turns into.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to stay around.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I mean, unless Gwenrig is really going to climb the tree.
I was just thinking to get a distance. You could see how
Yeah.
far.
I think if the apes are pretty agitated, I think that's good enough.
Yeah,
You know.
good enough notice for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And,
So you guys are heading off into the jungle. So you more hear than see what happens to the tower. And let me check and see if anything interesting happens on the way back.
I hate it when he does shit like that.
yeah.
I mean, it's hilarious. Don't get me wrong, it's hilarious, but still.
I mean, you keep coming back, and he does that shit a lot. So
I know.
this one hated that much.
Well, I had in I can't remember what one of the other campaigns too. I was rolling just nothing. Everyone's safely making their way along, no problems, no complications. Come on, not in this game. It's nothing but bullshit for you guys, back to back to back. Alrighty, but let's make this a little more nuanced.
Fang dragon with a mate.
Yeah. I got my hot little hands
Hyperborea.
a new my copy of Worlds Without Number showed up yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah, and I used for one of the reasons why the first Barrow Maze campaign was so much fun is I used made extensive use of the tables in Revised Stars Without Number to do add random NPCs and random elements and add texture to encounters, and this takes many of those ideas and then expands on them.
mhm.
So tons of great stuff in there, and it's free. You can get the PDF for free of it
Yeah,
as well too. For those listening at home, terrific stuff.
How the heck did I miss this? Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's
But
Kevin Crawford subscribes to the Riot Minds school of Kickstarters, which is don't tell anyone. Shh, I'm doing a Kickstarter.
Although on DriveThru, it's PDF is $19.99.
two versions.
Two versions.
There's a free
There's
version
one,
and a deluxe
There's
version.
one that's got setting appropriate stuff for in the appendix, and there's one that has all the other stuff.
Okay, got it.
So does he expand upon things from like his other, like the Red Tide stuff, or I mean, you know what I mean, like that kind of concept?
A lot of the basic,
or more generic, more
it-
generic.
There
setting?
is a section that has more generic stuff, like different iterations of like forest elves or desert elves or like tinker goblins and stuff like that. It's very modular, but it also presents a very interesting, like not quite science fantasy, but very much in that vein for a default setting. So it's like a lot of the. It's very good. Like a lot of the, but it is a lot of the things about like. Society turns or like faction turns or things like that. That's incorporated and improved in this.
Yeah, I totally use that I totally incorporated that in my Broken Lands game.
Yeah, all the stuff from Godbound and Revised Stars Without Number that he introduced. He's revised and introduced that into here, as well as a bunch of stuff from some of the supplements. So it's a great product. Really, really good. Someone give me a percentile roll, please. Please.
Lord.
49. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So what do we got here? Yongel. There we go. All right. So, would you guys? Who wants to take the blame for surprise rolls?
Oh, I totally did great on the last one. I should go do it again.
Okay.
Here you go. The D6 roll, please.
I was
You
kidding.
doing it, Dave?
No, Dave, you're not kidding. You're going to do
I'll
it.
do it.
Well, you guys weren't surprised last time, remember?
There you go, Dave.
Yeah, you
Nice.
did well last time.
No, we were surprised.
No, you guys weren't.
No,
Dave?
They didn't get a surprise round on you.
No, but Dave rolled 1 on the surprise roll.
Right,
rolled
no, but
a 1 on it.
as you said, it's a 6. It's a 6 that is a
Oh.
surprise. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just fucking play acting. So,
You gotta
All right,
watch that. It's tricks.
I've been living with this guilt for like an hour and a half, Kev, and it's all fake.
okay. Then in let's see here. In comparison to, okay, so here, I think then who would be taking the lead here, guys? Who would be the first one up front?
yeah, probably Gwenrig, because
Gwen.
Gwenrig's a hunter tracker. Right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So Gwen, you're making your way through this thick jungle. Let's give something a little more ominous here. This is a little more action oriented.
Iphigenia is not far behind.
Okay.
Is it like so thick that visibility is reduced? Because if that's the case, she wouldn't have her bow out. She'd have like a sword or something.
It is dark. It is dark, but it's clear sky, so there is light. There's light of the moon coming through, but it is diffused by the thick canopy of jungle overhead. So this is like nighttime predator stuff here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
then
Iphigenia is going to
probably-
if it's nighttime, Iphigenia is going to activate the vision power of her ring for
Nice.
outdoors.
Okay.
So I think it's ultra vision right outside.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Something like I'll look it up.
Okay.
Gwen would be probably sword and board then.
Okay.
Because chances are she might not be able to see something
Sure.
coming, or even be able to take a shot at something if it's too dark.
All right. So what you come across, Iffy, is you're making your way along, and there's the sounds of the jungle at night. There's still the buzzing of insects. There's the kind of like deep-throated hooting of some kind of night bird from off in the thing, a trilling kind of hoot. But then you stop because you can hear something discordant with the ambient noise that you've been hearing. It's not a dog. Anna, what are you doing? Come here.
Now I'm barking at the monster.
Yeah, she gives me a look back. Again, because Jaden's not here, I've been leaving the door open to my room so she can, go in there. But every time my neighbors make any noise, she's just like, "Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!" What you hear, Iffy, is the sound of conversation, people talking. And if you narrow your eyes, you can actually see with, you think you can see there's a fire up ahead.
Okay.
It sounds like it's less than 10 people.
Oh. I give a short whistle, and then kind of communicate that they're point in that direction with my spear.
Okay.
That there's people, things.
Okay. So, Gwen, you would be the next in line here. What do you guys do? You can easily make your way around here.
Do you want to investigate, or?
Go ahead, Carl.
Do we want to investigate? I mean, I guess I whisper that. Do we want to investigate people less than 10?
She tightens the straps on her shield. Nods.
Okay.
Okay.
I would like to investigate.
So, Zaniko, if you come forward, you can't quite make out the words of it. It's a dialect you're not familiar with, but this is a language of the people of the different tribes that live in this region.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, if you guys creep up, anyone? Amar's got the amazing moves, like chance of never being heard. Just like in AD&D, I'm going to interpret the thief abilities or rogue abilities, where if you roll, then there's absolutely no chance of them being heard. But all the rest of you guys, it's just going to be common sense for me applying whether things might be heard. So, Amar, you get the first crack at this, I suppose, if you want to reconnoiter.
Yeah. Do you want me to roll for that, Kevin?
Please, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh.
So that does not mean you're heard. It just means that your ability is not going to be triggered. They have a chance of hearing you guys like anyone else. No doubt it's your injury, right? Like it's for sure your bum leg. Yeah. So what do you guys do then? How do you guys approach this?
So does Annika think they could be friendly?
He's not familiar with the tribes in this region. This is sort of...
Yeah, it's one of those. I think I might be able to communicate with them if that's what you're asking. But that's different.
Yeah, there's like a pigeon that you guys would be able to get some... If they're not hostile. Although, like from what you knew, it's known by all the peoples you don't go down here. Right, like this is the verboten kind of air region. This is what Zaniko, when he told you guys when you're going down, like, yeah, no one really goes down into this place, but you guys elected to go in here anyway. So the fact that there are people here, that's curious. What do you wish to do?
Gwen puts her shield out in front of Zaniko and gestures forward. Kind of like, I'll protect you, kind of thing.
Okay. Well then, let's move towards them.
Yeah, let's not give our full hand away. So maybe the two of you want to approach and say,
"Yeah,
hi, how's it going?"
Have the rest of you guys hiding in the bushes.
Yeah. Just stay outside of a 10-foot radius of them. Just 10-pace radius.
Trying to get them to go in a straight line as much as you can.
Well, I mean, I want to use. If we get into combat, I want to use my ring of shooting stars finally. So.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
That's the good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, if we need like light, I can call down a beam of moonlight too. If we need the party needs light.
Okay. There is not a huge amount, but enough light for the small. It's not a clearing, but it's just like it's a large enough area for a couple of people to hunt around a small cooking fire. Zaniko, what is your charisma modifier for reactions?
My charisma modifier for reactions is a 1.
Okay. So, as you guys you make your way to the edge. Zaniko, you don't have any extra vision, so you can see the dancing of the fire through the thick undergrowth, and you can smell that there's meat cooking on it as well too. There's the aroma of some kind of bush meat that's been being cooked over the fire, and you can hear that the speaking. You guess maybe between 6 and 8 people. And then, as you how do you want to reveal yourself as you come out of the undergrowth?
I think just kind of me and Gwynnerig side by side, kind of step out, and then I'll start kind of talking basically immediately. Try not gonna just stand around there and wait for them to do something. I'm gonna try to say, what am I gonna say? I'm gonna say
surprise, motherfucker.
no, I'm gonna say
fits with your face.
Excuse me, we are weary, lost travelers. May we share your fire?
All right.
As best as, and of course, it probably comes out more like tired traveler can sit.
Yeah. All right. So what happens is you go forward and you push the bushes aside and you step out, and then you're going to be able to immediately launch in. But let me just quickly describe what you see. So around this cooking fire, there are about 3 men, 1 woman. And lying down near there are 4 other men or women who have varying degrees of injuries on them. They definitely dress and have the accoutrements of like your tribe, or not of your tribe, but like of your peoples. They are definitely they've got like they have the physiognomy of the same, your people. But what you can see in the reflection is there's a much greasier cast to their skin, and even with the strange light cast by the campfire, it has a distinctly greenish cast to it. So it's greasy and a little greener. Their eyes are almost exclusively pupil. Huge, and maybe it's some reflection of it, but they even seem oversized to a degree as well too, as if bulging out from their sockets. And there is something unusual about the way that they are hunched over as well, that gives it's like when you look at a drawing, and even if you're not an artist, you're like, okay, there's something wrong about the proportions here. Something is off about their legs. But they all look up at you with their wild eyes. And then, as soon as you say that, there is great big grins that appear on each of their faces. And they gesture towards you, and kind of almost in a hopping motion, kind of get forward, and they're pointing. Robert, I think we're getting a lot of background noise from you, bud.
Oh, okay. Sorry, there's some yelling going on. I keep forgetting that this...
Yep.
Here, let me...
That's okay. If you just mute your mic for now, that'd be great.
Yep.
Then what they're pointing at is your symbol of the Great Feathered Serpent. And then they're pointing back at their injured companions.
Do you require healing?
Hurt.
I understand.
So all the people are like this, or
all the people look like this? Yeah.
Okay.
No help today, but tomorrow.
They look kind of confused, and then one of them sort of barks something in that pigeon, or the dialect that you don't understand, and then they're like, well, welcome. Gwen, are you walking out as well?
Yeah, Gwen was like right beside Danica the whole time with her shield ready to like.
So they're a little startled at first, but then because you're accompanied by Zanico, they're very, very welcoming to you as well, and fascinated by your flaxen hair.
Yeah, and she's huge. She's like almost 6 feet tall.
Yeah. They don't seem like, at first you thought they were all kind of crouching around the fire, and you realize that that's sort of their stance. So they go in, and so the rest of you have been hiding in the bushes. You can see that this is what's going on. It sounds like there's conversation, not confrontation going on. You can't make out what's being said because none of you speak the pigeon or the dialect that they are. But what do you guys say?
So I will tell them, more like me. Go get them? And so I'll sort of tap Gwynnerig and say, why don't you go get the others and bring him here.
Okay. So if you are all brought in too, like they are fascinated by you guys. Iffy is the one that is. I mean, I think. Am I correct that Iffy would not really truck them touching her hair or any stuff like that, Carl?
Well, she has black hair, so I don't know if they care. But
she's also got.
She's also giant, like a giant like Glenrig.
And she's got that scar.
tall.
Like if she's got that crazy mask on her face too. That's
she's got the mask.
Yeah. So if she
wouldn't. She'd flinch, but if they don't seem hostile, it's whatever, you know.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, between the dark skin of Amar, the red hair of Reagan, and the flaxen hair of Gwen, they're fascinated by you guys. What you find is okay. You think that the name of their, at least what they're calling themselves, are the Toad Skippers. You've never heard of their people before.
Yeah, but that they're sort of hoppy.
Yeah,
sounds like, so makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so I'll try to kind of introduce each person and sort of say this is, and I'll say their names, and this is Iphigenia, this is Reagan, this is Gwynnerig, and this is Amar. They are all my friends and allies, and then I will tell them tonight I cannot help your ailing comrades, but tomorrow I will do as much as I can for them.
Okay, they understand that, or they seem to understand that.
Yeah.
What do the injuries look like on their
the injuries? Let's see here.
Do they? I mean, scratches and claw marks like that.
Yeah, let's see here. They came across.
And I guess our
puncture wounds.
Buddies. Puncture wounds.
Yeah.
All right.
Puncture wounds, and what they explain, like with the fever and the clamminess of some of them too, you, I think, would recognize those who are suffering from some kind of toxin. And from the size of these things, you know that there are, Zanico, well, actually, because this is your lands too, these things were likely, they came across a pack of overlarge spiders.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's nasty. I'm trying to think if there's... I don't think there's anything that I can really do for them right now. I don't think I have any kind of... I mean, if any of them start to actually fade, I'm going to do my best to use my limited kind of actual medical skills to like make them comfortable as they go.
Yeah,
but I can't.
They're stabilized. Like they seem to know the same kind of folk remedies that you would have. Though what they would explain is that they don't have. They've exhausted what they had.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well then, as long as they're stable enough that they're going to last the night, then I'll explain to them that I'm happy to help tomorrow as soon as I can.
Okay. So Zanico is able to provide a translation between these things. The apes will kind of lurk at the side or at the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sounds good. I guess I will ask them what they're doing around here if they can explain that.
They've been following and they sort of like make the lizard sound.
Okay. And scale of lizard, they're talking about the big one.
Yeah.
Right?
One of them kind of leans over the fire, and like there's a light that's being cast against one of the massive trees behind, and he kind of does the like shadow puppet version, against the big tree of and it's remarkably effective. Like clearly a skilled kind of storyteller of that, variety. It's a silhouette of what you saw, what you guys saw several days ago.
Only a couple days in game time.
Yeah.
But okay, well then I will. I'll tell my companions that they were following the creature, the big one that the Monkey Meister told us about.
What he explains is that his people, they come from further to the north, and that the creature has been north of the river for generations, and that this is the first time it's ever headed south of the river. So they wanted to see what was going on. They did not realize the elders had told them this was a cursed place, but they felt it was necessary to know what brought this elder thing all the way down here. And it turns out the elders were not wrong.
Okay. Well, then I'll also tell my companions, it looks like they ran into giant spiders of some sort. Because I think that's what they're suffering from. I guess, I don't know what
they describe it. If you ask them about it, they described that there was some, they were directed by something.
A Spider Meister.
It's very slowly transitioning to just being a fucking, like, a thing driven by future action figure sales.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So,
all right. Well, I will. I guess I should talk to. Does anybody have like anything that they need or want from these guys, or are we just kind of sharing, watching the fire, and trying to stay?
I don't think I want to follow the creature.
Yeah.
I mean.
Gwen's trying to like imitate a spider look, and then she's like, we kill it.
Well, I think they dealt with the spiders, or at least were able to drive them off or something, because otherwise they'd be spider food. Well, I guess we will stay here. We'll do, one of us on watch with however many of them are going to watch for the whole night at least, so that we're not all asleep while they're hanging out, just in case.
So fortunately, in spite of the sounds and whatnot, maybe it's your numbers, maybe it's just finally your luck is turning, the night passes uneventfully.
Awesome.
Cool.
So morning comes.
Somebody write that down.
You're able to complete your prayers in the morning, prepare your spells. What would you like to do next?
So I have got.
First off, everyone who slept overnight, make sure you. What is it? 1 hit point. How much do you heal?
It's your hit die.
Hit dice. Jesus, this game is so generous.
Well, just one of them. So it's like 1d8 if your hit die is a d8. But it's why we didn't need a cleric for so long.
Does that include your con bonus?
I think so.
It does. Yeah. So you get your.
Nice.
Is there a button for it?
Yeah, there is.
If you set it up.
Oh, well, let me just.
There is a button for it.
Gosh.
Yeah, next to HD, right next to your hit points. Oh, Gwen.
Nice.
That bushmeat really brought you back to life.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So I have.
I already rolled. I just want to see what this incorporates.
Sure.
I rolled above. Oh, it doesn't add your con bonus, by the way. But...
Well, it does if you type it in.
Oh yeah. I guess it would.
Yeah, because I've got
I've got 1d8 plus 1 written in
Me
mine.
too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wrote 1d8 plus 1d8.
Reagan will use the ale horn, but after Xanico heals those who are injured, so like if there's one that's like still really injured, she would share with them as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've got 4 cure lights and 2 cure moderates, and so I figure I can do a cure light on each of them, and then if that's not enough, we can do more healing on whoever needs it.
And how much does the ale horn? How many people can you treat?
That'll be 12 hit points for everybody.
How many?
So for how many people?
For us, because
6 total.
Amar
6.
and Iphigenia are still pretty beat up.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying is that I want to wait to see how many are still pretty damaged, because there's 3 of you that need it, and then if there's still if anybody else still needs some, she'll let them have it.
Okay.
Mine's golden.
So yeah, I'm doing a cure light on each of the spider
Okay.
wounded ones.
Awesome. So then that largely restores. If the they're not, no, Amar.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it seems like the whatever effect the poison was going to have on them, it has had it on them.
Okay.
But yeah, with the healing, that's going to be enough sufficient to sort of bring them back. So there are now 8 of them.
Nice.
So 8 of them, and they are very, very grateful to your. They ask about you. What do you tell them about yourselves? And the apes as well too. You'll want to contextualize that because at some point they're going to notice that they're lurking out there.
Yeah, so I will try to explain that I am sort of a traveler from this land who is lost, and they are travelers from a more distant land that are lost.
You can
as
say
well,
over the mountains, right? The mountains
yeah,
of
over
Angus.
the mountains, somewhere beyond the edge of the world is where they are from.
Okay. They don't seem to quite grasp what you're talking about, but
Yeah, I figure
They
And
try.
I'll maybe get into sort of a thing about like imagine that the universe is a house with many rooms. I am from this room where you are in, but they're from another room and have been brought here.
yeah. So
yeah, something like that.
and they you talk to them a little bit to try and get context, and they seem to be from the Toad Skippers. Seem to be a tribe that lives on the shores of what sounds like the same lake that the Monkey Meister was talking about, the lake with thousands of islands within.
Cool.
So they headed that direction, or can they give us?
They're
So
going
are we
to
going
head
back
out.
to the Monkey Meister?
If you
first?
guys
Are we gonna
explain,
go to this tower?
if you guys explain what the what the giant lizard thing is going to do, and you hear it early in the, you heard it last night, the destruction of the tower, the screaming of triumph afterwards, and then the lumbering roar of this thing moving off to survey its domain once again. So I guess you guys could go back and inspect what's actually happened to the tower.
And then go back with I figure that's what these people are going to do, right? Then they're going to go try to salvage things from that broken tower. Is that what they're going to do?
Well,
Danica?
we should ask
There-
them. Are
no.
you? Yeah,
They
I
weren't
figured.
aware that there was a tower there whatsoever. Their only interest was this thing seemed to be, bedevil their lands for years and years. One of the reasons why they never left their village really is because this thing kept, would roam around out there, and it had been for generations. So no one in living memory could recall this thing going south of the river, and then suddenly this thing made a beeline south of the river.
Yeah. So I will tell them that we basically what I'm going to say is that it sounds like we are going to head to their homeland soon enough, and that if they would that we would like to. We're not going to accompany them right now, but we would like to break bread with them again once we arrive.
So they say that there is that you need to be. You will be welcome with the help that you've offered, the blessing of the Great Serpent. Although they seem to use a different word for it. It's more of a maybe might translate as like tadpole. So they see it as more part of the life cycle of that life cycle. They warn you that their foes, their enemy also lives on the shores of that lake, and to watch for them.
Okay, so Toad Skipper's good. Other guys not so good.
Not so good.
I think that.
What are the other guys called?
They just called them the enemy. And the context you get is that they've sort of always been their foes. They can, I guess, I'm trying to think here, that using some of the white of the ash, he can kind of draw a rough sort of approximation of it. And it looks kind of like a cross between like a toad and a person. These guys are definitely human with some very pronounced, unusual like characteristics, amphibian kind of characteristics. these things look very much like, if you picture like a bullywug or like not a gripply because they're too cute, but like that kind of thing. That's sort of what this looks like, is a squat, very vicious looking toad type creature. It's a crude drawing, but it's in Zaniko, to your eyes, you're very easily able to picture in your mind's eye what this would look like.
All right. Yeah, I think that's as much information as we need from them. I will tell them that we are thankful for them letting us share their fire, and that we will see them again soon, we hope.
The leader
right.
of the hunting, or at least who seems to be the leader now of the Toad Skipper group, they gift you, Zaniko, with a kind of like a necklace type thing, and
Cool.
he takes it from around his neck, and like some of the stuff is what you would expect from your people. It's there's bits of precious looking stones and whatnot, but the curious thing right in the middle is that there is a strange chunk of bluish metal that definitely seems more at home in the smoking tower than it does in in their kind of tribe. Nothing else on these people seems to suggest the types of tribes that have fallen in with the or at least tried to exploit the Sky People's leavings or their artifacts. This is not those type of people. These people are even more primitive than primitive is a pejorative term. They're even more live a simpler life than what your people would. Much closer to sort of these would be hunter gatherers as opposed to even like Zaniko's people have some. There's organization. There's buildings. There's cities. Not like cities like we would think of them, but nevertheless centers of community and worship. These people are much more further along the sort of like societal development track than what
these are like pre-agrarian societies.
Precisely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gwen walks up to Zaniko and she pulls one of the tiger claws out and she taps Zaniko on the arm and she's like,
she
hands it to you.
Thank you. So Zaniko will do sort of like a bow and say, thank you, sir, for your gift. We have something in return, and we'll hold out the sort of great big tiger claw.
So
yes, one of the big claws.
Yeah.
So if Kane were here, what we would see is they would translate like that. They would be asking you like, "Oh, we're the Toad Skippers. You're the Tigers. You're the Tigers." And if Kane was here, he would of course correct them that no, you guys are the Lions.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that seems like a pretty good place to end with our parties splitting and one of you guys heading back to the Monkey Meister and the others heading off with to their homeland. So let's talk XP, guys. We got no points of Astonishing Fortune left, right?
That is correct.
We used them all to dodge the falling tower.
Yeah. But what a bounty you guys recovered from it. Holy smokes. Mm-hmm. All right. So we're going to give you some XP for that encounter. I used the tables from Worlds Without Number to give context to it, and that's where like injured and whatnot, and then I really like those tables.
They're great.
Mm-hmm. Well, last night we had the guys came across a bunch of trolls, and they were burying treasure. Somebody caught them in the middle, and then because of a terrible morale roll, they drove the trolls off, and the trolls left behind all their treasure. Okay. Let's give you that for that. Alrighty, guys. So, everyone gets the XP bonus, right? The prime requisite bonus?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. So then 1, 2, 3, or 5 of you today times 1.1. Alright, guys. So you are all walking away with a whopping 682 XP for day. That's 682. I take it nobody dinged? Perfect. So, let's see here. Then, guys, first off, Arlen, I know you got to get yourself ready for the next game, so if you do want to drop out now, my feelings will not be hurt.
I'm gonna stay for the whole outro because I promised 11:55 and it's not 11:55 yet, and I'm a man of my word.
Excellent. Then, for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for another session of the Reavers of Thule campaign. As is always the case, if you have any questions or concerns regarding or comments the game we're playing, the session, or the campaign in general, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section of the video, and I will endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. You can also find us on the Dungeon Musings Discord server. You can find a link to that in the description of the video. And you can find me on Twitter at Dungeon Musings, and you can find me on by email. My email address is dungeonmusings@gmail.com. You can also find in the link in the description of this video, you can find a link to something called Heroes Save Villages. That is the charity fundraising campaign that we run on the channel that benefits SOS Children's Villages International, a really great organization active in over 130 countries that provides benefits for over 80,000 orphaned and abandoned children. It is any money that is donated through that campaign goes directly to SOS Children's Villages International. None of it goes to the channel. None of it goes to any other middleman. It just goes to help out the kids who benefit from those their services. In addition, from now until August 1st, for every $25 that you donate to the Heroes Save Villages campaign, Canadian, so that's about $18 American, I think, you get one chance to win the grand prize or one of the other awesome prizes in our next charity raffle. That'll be on August 1st, 2021. The grand prize is a copy of Beadle and Grimm's Legendary Edition, Curse of Strahd. It's really, really, really cool box set. And we're going to have a bunch of other prizes as well. Our last raffle from the beginning of this month gave out 17 different prizes for the donors. So there'll be lots of great other prizes, including stuff from the Redbubble shop, the Dungeon Musings Redbubble shop, which will now feature that wonderful looking, it's a little self-serving for me to say this, but the Monkey Meister. So one of the prizes could be a hoodie or a t-shirt or a poster of the Monkey Meister.
Cool.
Dave made a chainmail dice bag for our last one, and if he's very, very nice, we may get another one for the next raffle as well. And again, all donations go direct. In addition to that, you also get a chance to vote on what games we're going to be playing, and thanks to those folks who have voted, we will be playing in a couple of weeks Free League's Simbaroom dark fantasy game, and the next thing we'll be voting on will be a sci-fi game. And in addition to that, those who donate to the charity also get a chance to help outfit our heroes. So you get to select what extra gear they get to start with. I am, of course, a merciless DM, and the heroes can benefit from the extra help that the generous donors offer them. So there's some ways for you to participate in what's happening on the channel. There is ways for you to get a chance to win some really amazing gaming stuff, and perhaps most importantly, you get a chance to help out some kids who could really use some help. To date, we've raised over $2,500 for the kids from SOS who benefit from SOS Children's Villages International. This year alone, in total, we're getting close to about $10,000 that we've raised. So I am staggered by the generosity of the folks who have donated thus far. And today's, if you are looking for more gaming to fill up your afternoon or your evening, be sure to head over to the Live from Pelham's Wasteland YouTube channel. That is Arlen's channel, where we'll be playing. I'll be joining for the second and third session. Dave's hopping right away, and we got a bunch of great. I shouldn't say we. Arlen has a bunch of terrific game players lined up. And Arlen, what's the game that we're playing today?
The game is the Hero's Journey 2nd Edition by James M. Spahn, which is a really cool kind of OSR game, but with a lot of influences from like The One Ring and games like that. There's some cool, and there's some really wild stuff. You can play, nobody's playing as a Phoenix, but there's character rules to play as a Phoenix. You cast spells if you want to, so.
It's probably for the best you didn't do that, because you know what voice I'd be going for with that?
Yep.
Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah.
So if you are interested,
I say.
Exactly, and if you missed the game live as well too, it will be uploaded to Arlen's YouTube channel as well too, so you can join him over on the Live from Pelham's Wasteland and get caught up on that, or any of the other amazing content that Arlen has over there too. tons and tons of great character creation examples from a bunch of different games. Great conversations. Now, is Libram Society on your channel, on Hobbs' channel, or both?
Just Hobbs.
Just Hobbs' channel. Arlen is also the co-host of the Libram Society, a weekly games and weird fantasy discussion thing as well, too, so you can check that out as well. Now, speaking of awesome people, I just want to give a huge thank you to all the players who joined today, guys. So Will, Dave, Arlen, Robert, and Carl, thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Congratulations. No one dinged today with that measly 600 XP, right?
I'm going to go through and watch some sessions though during the week and figure out what kind of XP I've been missing out on.
Well, and once you identify those magic items, you'll be getting XP for that as well, too. So there is, something else.
Okay.
Yeah. So great. Well, then, for those listening at home, thank you so much again for joining us. If you're joining us during the current crisis, we hope that this finds you healthy, safe, and weathering the current crisis as well as can be expected. We hope that we gave you a couple of hours, take your mind off of the troubles of our world, and think about the troubles that our heroes in the jungles of Thule keep getting themselves into. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.
See ya.